welcome back to the Lionminded Podcast. Summer is here. All our groups are finished, and until September. And I realise I haven't made any proper video content for a while, about 18 months. Funny enough, the last video was how I'm locked in to make something every month and I was setting my goals for the year, and that was 18 months ago, and I didn't make a single video. It happens. That's what we do. That's why we do this. It's accountability and it's honesty. But I got a lot to talk about. Today's episode is all about friendships while parenting. Ooh. Losing friends, making friends, maintaining friendships and relationships. That's what we will be talking about today. But first, before we start, I wanted to catch up on a few things that have happened with Lionminded over the last couple of months, year. We'll be doing our dad groups twice a week during the term time. Monday afternoons and Friday mornings. And they've been really busy. They've been really popular, really successful. There've been so many new faces, new dads, new toddlers, new babies. And lots of friendships have been made, lots of relationships have been built. We got dads from every walk of life, and everyone gets on really well. Because we're all there for that common thing of just spending a bit of quality time with our kids, being around other dads. The kids sort of look after themselves sometimes. We have a cup of tea. It's such a good vibe. And if you haven't made it down to one yet, please check one out or let me know and we'll sort something out. But after the summer now, we've stopped. We had a summer party, which I'll talk about. But so many of our dads from the last 2-3 years, their kids have outgrown the group, and we have lost so many dads over the summer that when we start back in September, it's almost going to be a fresh start. So please send the word out to dads for under 5s. See if they can come along, because our groups make a difference. They really do. They make a difference for me. I enjoy going to them. I enjoy making the friendships, and so many dads that come along really enjoy it. So it'd be a shame for it to whittle down to nothing. I think you'd all agree. But we did a summer party. It was football themed. It was really fun. We had football activities, football shirts. We had graduation pictures. We had Rachel Shell and photography come down and took amazing photos. She's the best. And yeah, we had loads of food, pizzas. It was a really fun time. The sun was shining, as it is in the summer of 2026. And it was lush. Memories were made. So last summer, Baby Ballet Swansea reached out, saying, we want more dads to bring their kids. We want to break these boundaries of mums have to take their kids to ballet. Can we do some collaboration with your dad's group? And I was like, hell yes. Because I've used Baby Ballet before. I've taken Nancy. And it is quite mum orientated. Which, it's a dance class. But we did 2 events last summer, which unfortunately, one event it was just me. And the second event, another dad showed up. Not the kind of numbers we'd hoped for. But they reached out again this year and said, Lionminded, Joel, let's do it again. Let's run it back. And we did. We did it a few days ago. What day is it right now? It's Wednesday. We did it Monday. And we had 4 dads. So way better than last year. And everyone had so much fun. And yeah, really good. I'm glad we did it. Even though I was a bit nervous that it wasn't going to happen because of last year, but I'm so glad we did it. And I'm hoping to do something over the winter now. Maybe a weekend one. Because that's what a lot of people reach out and ask for, more weekend things. So that's my focus now. I now have a 10-year-old. I started this blog, this whole Lionminded brand, I suppose that's what it's turned into, as a writing blog for being nervous about becoming a parent, becoming a dad. And Rory is now 10, which means Lionminded is over 10 years old. And it's gone through so many changes, and it's become its own life. But I'm ready to take it to some bigger steps. We will reminisce another time about the history of Lionminded, but it has inspired me to push things a bit further and to take it a bit more seriously. And I'm also approaching 4 years of being a girl dad, which is a challenge. To any girl dads out there, it can be a challenge. My boys are so different to Nancy. And Nancy is full of energy and sass, and she's just the best. She's incredible. And she's so confident, which the boys... Rory was confident for a while, and then he sort of lost it a little bit. Ace has always been quite quiet, but Nancy runs the show. And she's a mammy's girl for sure. But she is beautiful, and she is having the best time. She's currently out having a girly date with my wife, which she was very excited about. She's going to go buy makeup and get some new clothes and go for food. She's the girliest of girls, which I don't know where she gets it from, because neither me or Sarah are very girly girl. But she is the greatest addition to this family that we've had. And I won an award. That was another thing that happened for volunteering. Volunteer of the Year. We went down to the Guildhall in Swansea, and it was all big, glitzy and glamoury, and it was amazing. And I never thought anything like that would happen to me. A real personal achievement, and I'm really proud of it. So, of course, I call everything I do now award-winning. An award-winning cup of tea? Award-winning dad group? Is this an award-winning podcast? Yeah. But no, it was really amazing. Really one of the best things that's ever happened to me. It was really cool. And we're going to do more episodes of the podcast, of course, with James and any other dads I can find. But also, an old friend and local English teacher is always reaching out to want to do things on the podcast, things he wants to talk about. So we're going to pull the trigger on that, because he's a very cool guy, Mr. Ellis Jones. He's got a lot to talk about. And he has reached out with a few ideas, and he wants to do some stuff over the summer now. So that's going to be that. That is my catch-up. Thank you for getting through all that. But what I want to talk about today is, think about, when was the last time you made a genuine new friend? Not a colleague, not a neighbour that you just, alright mate, in the street, but an actual mate that you could actually drop a text to when stuff gets heavy. For a lot of dads, if we're honest, it's been years. Some of us don't even know how to make new friends as adults, never mind as dads. But that's what I want to talk about today. That's what I want to get into. I want to talk about why it happens, why it shouldn't happen, and what we can do to fix it. So stick around. So one thing I really find in common among all dads I talk to is the drop-off with friends when the baby comes along. But why? Before kids, friendship happens for men by proximity, mostly. Whether it be friends you made in school, work, down the pub, in sports clubs, gaming. But after kids, all your time and energy goes into parenting, and your free time where you would be gaming or down the pub or all these things, it's swallowed by routines, bedtime, domestic tasks, and work. But that's part of parenting. That is what parenting is. But it's hard to find the balance between being a present partner and dad and having the social time and this social time with friends. There's definitely an unspoken isolation with being a dad. I think men often rely on activity-based friendships, like playing football, video games, etc. And when you don't have time for the activity, the friendships fade. When you don't have a level of friendship above that, those friends aren't going to put in the work to to be there when those times fade, I find. But women and the mums, women build connections differently with other women compared to how men build connections with other men. Women will build more social networks. It's the old stereotype of when a man spends the afternoon with a friend and you get home and your missus asks, "Oh, what does he do for work?" "I don't know." "What happened between him and his ex?" "Didn't ask." Well, I'm guilty of it too. I do it all the time. I'll hang out for hours with a friend and won't ask them a single personal question. It'll be memes, jokes evolved from 20-year-old Anchorman quotes. But that's how men build relationships. They don't build it in that sort of deep connection-based friendships like women do. Men's friendships revolve more around activities and being in close quarters with other men while you do activities, and then having a little bit of small talk. And when those activities go, unfortunately, the friendships often go with it. For example, one of our dads in our dad group, he had a big friendship group, and they would game together all the time, do raids together, tabletop games. But as soon as he had a baby, they couldn't hang out as much. The other men who weren't dads would stop inviting him to things, which is a shame when friends don't support that change in priorities, because it's quite a manly thing to do, that change in priorities. I think it's a macho thing. But what I want to talk about now is why it matters. Why it matters that men have friendships whilst being dads, and why we can make what bad things can happen if we don't have friendships while being a dad. And I think the main one really is, it's a big talking point at the moment, the male loneliness epidemic, quite a big talking point. My personal opinion is that it's a very real thing, but it's not up to women to fix it. It's our problem as a community of men. We as men need to create these social groups and spaces where we can create friendships and build relationships with each other. Because a big problem for dads who don't have that space is that they'll put too much pressure on their partner. Your partner will become your only sounding board. They will become your only emotional support and your only social outlet, which can put such a huge strain on an already strained relationship when your parents are newborns and toddlers, which is already sleep deprived and hard work. So it's good to have a group or somewhere you can go to be around other people, even if you're not like deep friends. It can be good to just have a chit chat, cup of tea. You know, that's what we try to do with our groups. And yeah. But another big reason that it matters is it's modelling for our kids. Our kids have to watch and learn how... Our kids love to watch how we live. And showing them that we, as men, as dads, can have healthy friendships. It teaches them about social skills, and emotional resilience. It shows them that men can talk about things to each other. It's the best way for our kids to learn about emotional intelligence as well, is to watch what other dads do and watch what their parents are doing. And finally, it can really affect your own mental health. Isolation can feed stress, burnout, irritability. A good chat with someone who gets it can act as, it's like a pressure relief valve. You know, you turn it and you're like, oh yes. Example: last night, one of our dads texted me and said he needs to have a chat about something. So I called him. I went for a walk on the phone, and we over an hour later, 6,000 steps and 2 rainstorms. A bit of rain. I've missed the rain. The difference in his voice from the start of the conversation to the end It was worth it because he was so stressed at the start, but having to talk about things and sounding, being a soundboard, it worked. It worked. He got that stress out. He got to talk about it and work out what he needed to do. Now here is the important bit. How do we fix this? That's what we're here for at the end of the day. And I can offer a few little starting points. Everyone's different, but this is how I've seen it work for other dads in our groups and for me personally. Step 1. I've wrote these down so I can remember them. Step 1. Lower the bar on hanging out. Forget needing a 4-hour, 5-hour night out. Sometimes a 20-minute coffee, a quick phone call. When you're in the car to work, give your mate a ring. 10 minutes, have a chat. Or even, what I rely on, audio notes on WhatsApp. Voice notes. Voice note your mate. They'll voice note back. You probably have a laugh about it. And that is connection. That is creating relationships in the modern day as a busy parent. Sometimes if that's all you can do, then that's all you can do. Tip 2. Embrace the awkwardness of dad dating. The term that gets thrown around all the time. I hate the term dad dating. It's friendships. But taking that leap to go to a group, like Monday afternoons and Friday mornings in Mayhill, a park meetup, texting another dad like, hey, do you want to go for food later? Or do you want to grab coffee next week? It can feel weird sometimes, but you may think you don't have the social skills. That's what I hear at every group. Dads will be like, I don't want to come because I don't have the social skills. We all suffer from that. We all struggle. We've all gone into these groups with bad social skills, but there are dads there who will chat and talk to you. I will talk to you. We will meet you on that level that you're at. So do it. Do it. Go to the group. Text that friend. Everyone is waiting for someone else to make the first move. You need to be that person. And step 3, shift from activity to checking in. Sometimes getting out and doing an activity, going for coffee, going for food, going to the park, sometimes you can't do it, especially in the early years. But send a quick text. Send a text saying, send a text to an old friend now, right? Saying, no need to reply right now. Just thinking of you. Hope the family's good. Hope you're good. Zero pressure. High impact. That's all you need sometimes. How would you feel if you got that text off an old friend? I'd be buzzing. So try it. Try one of those 3 things. Try 3 of those things. And see where you get. It may seem like small steps, but it could make such a huge difference. And it's how we get ourselves out of these loneliness holes, these feeling alone. So here is my challenge to you. Send 1 text to a mate you haven't spoken to in a while. Don't overthink it. Just reach out. Just hello. Alright, mate? How's it going? Oh, remember that thing we did before? That was so funny. Just thinking about it. Start a conversation. And don't forget, check out Lionminded events pages for all our groups, lionminded.uk. I'll put the link down below. Follow our Instagram because I repost local events around Swansea and South Wales all the time, every day. We got a WhatsApp group of the dads from Dad Group. Hit me up, I'll put you in it. We organise nights out. We organise days out. I've actually, people have been reaching out to me lately to try and do some more weekend stuff, so that's in the plan now. And if this episode has helped in any way, please let me know in the comments or DM me, because that's why I do this. We start conversations, we're trying to help each other. We're dads, protecting dads, we're bringing each other up, we're trying to make each other better dads and better parents, because if we're not going to check ourselves, who is? Okay? So thanks for tuning in yet again. Take care of yourselves, check in on your mates, and if nobody's called you big dog today, they're about to. Love you, big dog. Catch you next time.